What happens when you take on a one-color challenge with a pile of old magazines and zero plan? Turns out you might just stumble onto a Warhol-worthy surprise. Stick around, you won't want to miss this. Today I'm challenging myself to turn old-fashioned magazines into art using only pink and blue pages and images. It's going to be a little random, a little messy, and 100% chaotic. There's something so satisfying about flipping through old magazines, hunting for those perfect shades of pink and blue. For this project, I already had some pink scraps lying around that I was thinking about incorporating into this composition notebook glue book. But I also still needed many more images for backgrounds and also to cover the whole page. So I decided to dig into my stack of old-fashioned magazines that I had lying around from all the way back 2009. I played around with layering textures and punching out different shapes, experimenting with new glues, and testing out how different paper weights worked together. Again, just use whatever scraps. It doesn't have to be just magazines. It can be cardstock. It can be anything. Any sort of paper or mixed media will work for this book. Just make sure you have the right type of glue or reinforcement so it actually sticks. Honestly, I'm not even a fanatic of pink, but I really liked how I was able to find some fun and playful, punky images that made this pink spread what it is and made it my own, really. I mean, look at this super awesome pink hair. And now it's time to make a mess and glue it down. As I was working on my pink spread, I actually managed to sneak in a little pop art moment. Some of you art history majors probably already recognized it. I found a print of Andy Warhol's 1981 pink dollar sign and I had to add it. It fit the color scheme perfectly. Fun fact, Warhol was kind of obsessed with money, not just making it, but also turning it into art. The dollar sign series is one of his most iconic works because it takes a simple, everyday symbol and makes it loud, bold, and impossible to ignore. He once called money the best art, which honestly makes me feel even better about gluing a pink dollar sign into my glue book. I'd like to think Andy Warhol is raising a silk-screened brow. And speaking of icons, this funky pink spread wouldn't be complete without Bikini Kill's Kathleen Hanna. Also forgot to mention this neon pink chair that I think would fit perfectly in an Andy Warhol film, or at least some pop art inspired room. It's just wild to me how a simple page can turn into something truly beautiful and unique with just some glue and some creativity. And sticking to the one color theme really forces us to think differently and push our creative muscles. Does that make sense? To get to blah. Just let me know what you guys think of this spread. I'd love to know your thoughts. And now moving on to my blue pages. I found a lot of cool deep blues, a guy leaning against a graffiti wall that I fussy cut out, and there's some grungy graphics in the background an ad for some sort of bottle skincare thing, and then I just covered that up with paper scraps just to cover all the labeling and such. I also like the bold typography that's on this piece that once was a shirt. Yeah, believe it or not. The piece that says your gut is your engine came from some sort of ad in a magazine. It was on this girl's shirt, and I just liked the writing and I liked the cool graphic. Again, it just reminded me of that pop art type of illustration, so thought it popped against the blue, and here we are gluing it down with my Nuvo glue. I love this glue a lot. I kind of am switching between this and my glue stick though, because I don't want to like run out of this glue. It's just so beautiful. And yes, I did just say that glue is beautiful. I mean, it has like this little gemstone crystal lid, and just the shape is beautiful, and yeah, love it. And as I started layering these deep blues into a moody collage vibe, I loved how it started feeling completely different from the pink spread. That's the magic of glue books. The mood shifts with every page you make, and no page is ever the same, even if you're working with very similar images. What you make is going to be completely different from what someone else makes. Honestly, every page I finish reminds me why I love doing this type of art activity. It's a chance to play, test new ideas, and not take it too seriously. And that's a wrap on today's glue book adventure. I had so much fun getting lost in the pinks and blues and the good vibes, and I hope it inspired you to grab some scraps and make something weird and wonderful too. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be yours. If you end up making your own glue book pages, tag me over on Instagram at @BladesCollage. I seriously love seeing what you are all creating, and if you're into this kind of creative chaos, be sure to hit that subscribe button, the like button, and watch my next video, because there's plenty more artsy randomness coming your way. All right, Glue Gang, until next time, stay sticky.